Nick Miller and Coach made a movie together. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you obviously don't watch New Girl. And if you don't watch New Girl, man, that's just sad. Watch New Girl. What up, people? This is actually an early review for Let's Be Cops. But before we talk about Let's Be Cops, how about we do this? Let's Be in HD. That's right, after all these goddamn years, I finally have an HD camera thanks to a very special friend. He knows who he is. Thank you so much, buddy. Now guys, I know this isn't the finest HD quality, but you know, you don't need to see me in the finest of HD quality. As it is, you can already see all my little, flaws. I don't know if I like this after all. Too bad HD it is, and I'm here to give you an early review for Let's Be Cops. Unless the powers that be say take this review down and you're actually watching this review a day before the movie actually comes out. Either way, before we start, I went to see this movie with Romero Movie News and MovieManCHAD, so naturally we did a collab review for Relive Film. Please check that review out. We had so much fun doing that review. I think you're going to enjoy it. So what's up with Let's Be Cops? Well, it's a comedy. It stars Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. It's directed by a guy named Luke Greenfield, who directed a very underrated comedy that I really love called The Girl Next Door. The story consists of two 30-something-year-olds who are trying to make it out in LA. They haven't gotten their big break. One is a video game designer and the other is just a guy who did a Hookies commercial. One night they dress up as cops, they go to a masquerade party, then they go walking around the town and people mistake them for actual cops. So, they get lots of respect, they're allowed into clubs, people think that they're actual cops and they're living it up. Until one day, they piss off some very dangerous people, and that's where the story continues. You already know this story is bullshit because they get respect as cops. I don't know about you, but in my neighborhood, cops aren't very well respected. So yeah, the premise of the movie is incredibly ridiculous, it is preposterous, it is implausible, it makes no sense, this is actually a very stupid movie. I will say this though, I enjoyed it. Now, I think the reason why I enjoyed it so much is because of the two actors, Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. I love them. I'm a big fan of New Girl, the show on Fox with Zoe Deschanel. Jake Johnson plays Nick Miller, and Damon Wayans Jr. plays Coach. And they basically play the same characters in this movie, just with different names. And I love it. I love these really bungling, they're not really necessarily idiots, they're fun. I love these guys. And I'm actually a big fan of Jake Johnson to begin with because he made two great movies that I really love, Drinking Buddies and Safety Not Guaranteed. So the guy, I'm a fan. Now Damon Wayans Jr., I would say is the only active Wayans relative that's actually funny still, or funny now. I've never seen Happy Endings, but I heard he's really funny in that. Plus, his dad is Damon Wayans. I love Damon Wayans. So, in all honesty, I think I like this movie just because of them. The comedy is very, very raunchy, very silly, very dumb. It's like I said, it's a very dumb comedy. But sometimes I could watch a comedy and appreciate it for what it is, even if it is dumb. This movie is just like Ride Along. Okay, so that right there should tell you if you don't like Ride Along, you're not gonna care for this movie. I like Ride Along, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's just one of those comedies that's just very goofy and over the top that none of this could ever happen in real life, but as a film, to see all this ridiculously happen, you just, in my case, I couldn't help but enjoy it. Then, towards the end, or, at the halfway mark, the movie takes on a very weird shift. Shit gets real, basically. And I don't know. The change in tone was very odd, but overall, I still really like the movie. You know, they play cops, and like I said in my plot synopsis, they piss off some people. And that's where we get a little bit of action, a little bit of intensity. So yeah, the movie's not good. It's not a good film. But, like I said, it's enjoyable. It's got some good tunes in it. The energy of Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. is what sells the movie to me. It sold it to me. Go check it out if you want. The movie opens August 13th. And I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. So here's my question for the video if you dare to answer it. Let's get controversial if we have to. What do you think of cops? Yeah, me personally, I know there are some good cops that put their lives on the line, and I respect that. But there are some asshole cops out there, trust me. Me and some friends have dealt with some of them. Alright, so that's my review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I guess I apologize. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't. Definitely check out Read a Film, and definitely check out my boys, MovieManCHAD and Romero Movie News. Peace. What?